wanted to know how to make your very own Greek yogurt at home and save $5.15 on every tub that you buy, make unlimited yogurt and never have to buy it at the store ever again? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can. So keep watching, sit back, relax, make sure you have your yogurt, you want your raw milk. I use raw, organic, local milk straight from the cows. It's the best milk you can possibly consume for your health, and I highly recommend that you do the same. So take notes and let's begin. Before we get started, you're gonna need a few things, and I have them right here, so let me show you. Okay, number one, you are going to require a thermometer, okay? And this thermometer is so that you know exactly what heat your yogurt is, the milk is rather, in order to make the yogurt, okay? It's very important. So number one, thermometer. Number two, a strainer bag or some muslin cloth or a cheesecloth, okay? These strainer bags I got on Amazon. They're super helpful because once you pour it through, all you do is simply pour. And obviously, you're gonna require some milk. So I have mine here, which is raw organic milk. Also going to require some yogurt, either a batch that you've already made, like me, or plain Greek yogurt with no additives and no sugar, which you can buy at your local store. But this will be the last time that you buy it, I promise. Because after you manage how to make your own, you're never gonna have to buy it again. I don't know about you beautiful souls, but here in El Salvador, you're paying between 50 cents and 65 cents per liter for fresh, raw cow's milk, okay? But if you're in somewhere like, let's say, New York, for example, in the US, you're gonna be paying a few dollars per liter. So it's a huge, huge difference. The same with the UK in England as well, where I'm from. The best thing to do is have your own cows. Okay, beautiful souls, so make sure you've got your pan on the stove with your thermometer clipped on and just pour the milk in. Today I'm using, must be about 1.5 liters of raw organic whole milk. You can see here for reference with my hand anyway. And so it's very important that you keep the heat low because we're not boiling the milk, we're simply heating it up. I want to get it to about 150 degrees, as you can see with the red arrow here and my finger. So, halfway there. And we're there, 150. Now you may notice this film that starts to form over the surface, okay? Well, simply grab a fork or utensil of your choice and gently pull it away and drag it together to the side. The reason I do this is because when you scrape the film away or drag it away, it allows you to cool the milk a lot quicker. So now that you've got your milk at 150 degrees or slightly over, that's great. Just make sure you didn't boil the milk because it can't be too hot. Now you have to wait to get it all the way back down to 90 degrees or around there. Why? Because if you add your yogurt now or even before heating the milk, you will destroy the yogurt. All the good bacteria in this beautiful yogurt will be destroyed by the heat of the milk. And now, this applies to pasteurization in general. When Factories especially, mainstream companies process and pasteurize and heat their milk that comes from the cows raw in its original form from God and Mother Nature. They destroy the nutrients. They destroy all of them by way of the heating process. And that's why I aim not to ever drink pasteurized milk. Only stick to raw milk, okay? When we heat this raw milk to make our yogurt, we are only heating it very slightly, okay? So that it doesn't completely eradicate all of the good stuff.
Now let's go in the garden while my milk is cooling down, because I'm gonna have to wait at least 40 minutes for the milk to cool down. But beautiful souls, if you're in a colder climate, then it might be a bit quicker. However, here in El Salvador, it's always extremely lovely and warm and hot, so I think I waited about over an hour for the milk to cool down to 90 degrees. Here are my beautiful silkies and my lemon tree, which I love so much. And right here is a wild papaya tree growing a whole bunch of beautiful papayas. Did I just say papayas? Papayas, which are not ripe yet. Comment down below if you love papayas. My milk has cooled down to about 100 degrees. That's also good, if not 90, if you can't wait. Now we add the yogurt in. Okay, beautiful souls, you see? I'm grabbing about a spoonful, a second spoonful. These are tablespoons, heaped, and a third one. So you can use 2 heaped tablespoons for this quantity of milk, or you can add 3 just to be on the safe side. If you add too little yogurt after your milk is cooled, then it's not going to thicken. So, if in doubt, add more, not less. And when you've done that, obviously take your pan off the stove and wrap it with a bunch of towels, because this is going to preserve the heat while you're waiting for your yogurt to actually turn into yogurt, or rather while you're waiting for your milk to turn into yogurt. You're now going to leave it in the corner for at least, 10 to 12 hours, depending on the temperature of where you're living. You can also leave it overnight if you make it a bit later on in the day, and that's perfectly fine too. Please keep in mind, the longer you leave your yogurt out with the towels wrapped around it so it can solidify, the longer it is left out, the more sour it can also get as well. Okay, so 10 hours later, 7:30 p.m. and you can see right now the yogurt has actually turned to yogurt. The milk has fermented, solidified, and it should be like a jelly consistency, okay? It will have some liquid on the top, don't worry. This is called whey, and whey protein liquid. You can use that for watering your plants or in protein shakes. It's really up to you, or you can just simply dispose. See what I'm doing here? You can copy all of these steps. I like to put my strainer with some space below it on top of a pot, and then grab your cheesecloth or your strainer bag and start spooning the yogurt in there. This is going to allow the whey liquid to separate, so your yogurt becomes Greek yogurt, becomes deliciously thick and creamy, and that's exactly what we're going for here. Now you can see the liquid is already starting to drain. That's great. That's exactly what you want to see. So let's do the bag up and pop that in the fridge. And you can leave it in the fridge for anywhere to several hours or overnight. Don't press too hard, otherwise the yogurt will come out of the bag. It needs to solidify. So I like to put on the tub lid and a bit of a weight to help the liquid strain, but not too heavy. It needs space. Make sure it's very light. You see? Not heavy at all. Put that in the fridge, and I'm gonna go to sleep now, beautiful souls. Okay, so the next morning I woke up, you can see, wow, how much whey liquid has come out of here. Time to see the final product. Oh, awesome. So beautiful, souls. You see, this has turned into Greek yogurt. Okay, this is no longer a sloppy type of consistency, but rather it is nice and thick. Exactly what you want to see. Now, I'm gonna scoop it into my yogurt. This is from a previous batch that I actually made just a few days ago. For best results, use a hand blender to whip it up to your desired consistency. Just like so. Okay, now it's super nice and creamy. This is the perfect Greek yogurt. And once you taste it, then you will know what I'm talking about. This is so healthy for you, made with raw, organic, whole milk, full of super healthy fats, cream, all the vitamins, nutrition from the grass-fed cows. And this is a previous batch. You see, this one was a lot more thicker. Okay? The consistency can really vary. You can use your Greek yogurt for yogurts in the morning with your fruit. I'm using some local raw honey, some local organic Panades mangoes with vanilla powder. Okay, and it's just so good. It's like a super simple, super healthy breakfast, lunch, snack, or for anything. You can just eat it like this too if you want. My baby boy absolutely loves his yogurt, and it's so good for you with the probiotic content. Amazing for your gut, healing your gut, strengthening your body and your brain, and it's just amazing. I love it. So here's the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, beautiful souls. Be sure to share with your loved ones who will love to make this too. Comment below, how did it go for you? How was it? How did it turn out? And be sure to subscribe if you're new here. If you haven't already, check out my links down below in the description. I'd love to have you on board with my School of Light. Check it out. Become one of my first 30 free students.